That was the start of the Two Bruvs, One God podcast. So this episode is called the Unplanned episode, and as it says in the title, the Unplanned. So we've just started a 20-minute timer. For 20 minutes, we don't know what's going to happen, at all.
No.
So let's get started.
So just raw, pure cut, or not
Exactly.
cut, but pure footage.
Exactly. So also, we're not cutting it all, so anything we say.
It is all here. Yeah, that might be a bad idea, but it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Easter. Let's talk about Easter. Easter was last Sunday for y'all. Y'all are probably wondering why we didn't post last Wednesday.
Yep.
We decided to take a break. We had a lot going on. Easter week, family, that kind of stuff. So
hope y'all had a good Easter.
Yeah. Drop in the comments how it was. Yeah. I'm interested in seeing, because for my church, I've gone to my church on Easter a lot. If anyone y'all want to text me and just talk about what y'all's churches do for Easter, because I'm kind of interested. Did y'all have a Good Friday service?
No, because, I don't know if we were going to or not, but our church, we were having our pavement, our parking lot, we repaved because it was real bad. And so it was supposed to be finished the week before Easter. And then for whatever reason, the company we were doing it with fell through, so we weren't able to do it with them. So then we had to get a new company, and it was this will be done by Wednesday. And then it wasn't, and it was pushing it. Saturday, it was barely done. Ooh. And so Sunday, it was is it safe to drive on? So we weren't able to. I don't know if we were going to do one or not, but we weren't able to.
Yeah, we didn't have one either. I was surprised. I think that's a thing that I'm going to try to see if we can do next year. Because we went to City Church's Good Friday services. We had some people advise to that.
Yep.
That was great. It was really, really great. I think that should be a thing that in my Sunday school class last Sunday, my Sunday school teacher was talking about this. We should focus on the week beforehand, more. So the Friday before, and even focus on the Saturday and all that, and just focus on the whole entire thing, Palm Sunday, the whole week. So I think that's a good thing that we can focus on, especially Good Friday. Someone mentioned the other day, someone said they were Good Friday is arguably more important than the Sunday. Then I was I can see where they're coming from. I think I said something along the lines of Good Friday. The resurrection could have happened without Good Friday, but the resurrection was. Sorry, wait. The resurrection. Whoa. Let me look at what I said. The exact word.
Well, you can't have the resurrection without Good Friday, but you also can't have you can't have just one. You have to have both. If you, I don't know, both are equally important. The reason we have salvation is because he died for our sins and rose again. It's both.
Let me find it.
Yeah.
The resurrection couldn't have happened without Good Friday, but Good Friday couldn't have been completed without the resurrection.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. That's what I've been thinking. So, another thing we could talk about, we were talking a little bit slightly about what to talk about. So, I guess it's not fully a plan, but it still kind of is. We were just talking about we could talk about these things.
Yeah.
Last Thursday, correct? I'm pretty sure it was Thursday.
What are we talking about?
The FSU.
Oh, yeah, that was Thursday. Yeah.
There was a shooting at FSU, and I just wanted to talk about that really quick. A big thing that I've been seeing is people saying that prayer doesn't matter. And I just wanted to put out there really quick, as believers specifically, not everyone believes that, and we're not going to force that on anyone. I just want to say, for us as Christians, prayer does matter. I've heard someone say this quote that pray like it all depends on God, but work like it all depends on you. And I think those can go hand in hand if you're working for what God's will is. So we need to work to change these things, but I think praying to God to help us have wisdom in what happened, and just praying that these things wouldn't happen. That doesn't mean that they're always not going to happen just because we prayed that, but I think prayer is still very important in that. Yeah. And our hearts go out to all the families and everyone involved, because we both know a lot of people that weren't involved in it, and it doesn't feel real until it hits this close to home. I don't know if you feel the same way.
Yeah, no, because it was because I work right there, probably less than 5 miles from where it was. Yeah. And so all of a sudden it was I just started getting notification after notification after notification while I was sitting on online for my class. And I'm I'm freaking out. I'm what is happening right now? Because I'm getting all these messages. And then it was and then I got called into work later that night because I wasn't supposed to work that day. But I got called in because all the people were just too scared to come in.
Right.
And it was crazy just seeing like I walked in and everything was a mess. It was like this isn't like this is real. This is happening right now. Like just it was so crazy.
Right. Yeah, it was insane because again, I don't think that's happened at FSU for years.
It's been it's been a
It
little
had been
while.
like 20 years or something or over that.
I was thinking it was 10. I was thinking
Maybe
last
it
happened in
was
2014.
I
But
think you're
maybe,
right. I think
yeah.
it's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't happened in a long time. And the sad, really, really sad thing is that it's becoming normal.
Mhm.
It just feels like another time it happened, and it should not be that way at all. We need to be working to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very, very sad thing.
Yeah.
But again, we're keeping everyone in our prayers, and yeah, it's a very, very, very hard thing.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So, man, I just finished. I mean, let's go. I mean, we can kind of look at life and type.
Yeah, because it's been a while. Because like I know for y'all, we took a week break, but for us, it's been a really long time.
It's been like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, we recorded episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, all really close to one another.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks. Like it's been a long time since we last been on
here. Yeah. I did Annie at Young Actors Theater as Bert Healy, and I finished that. I guess it's been a little bit over a week. So today's Tuesday. It wasn't last Tuesday, but it was the Sunday before that we closed, which is crazy. It was a crazy experience, whirlwind, and it was, I think, the best experience I've had in a show. It was really, really, really fun. Mm-hmm. So what have you been up to, man?
I've been doing a lot of things. It feels like finishing up college. I'm almost done. I've got like a week or 2 left.
That's crazy.
And then I have a trip with my class in 2 weeks from today. I got the notification. I was like, "What? No."
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Oh, there it is. 2 weeks until that trip."
Yeah.
And then I've been doing a lot of work. I got several things happen with work. It was like, so I mean, several things. I don't know how much I've talked about it, but like. Where I work, we never really did Employee of the Month, and then they brought it back. We did it for 2 months. It was like September and October. They randomly brought it back. Like they hadn't done it for years. They're like, let's do it, and then it lasted those 2 months. Never came back, and then randomly in March they brought it back. I didn't even realize it until I got Employee of the Month. Hey. I was like, oh, okay, and then I got later I got promoted, and so. Yeah, manager now. A lot of extra work though.
That's insane too.
Yeah. So, but it's been good. I've gotten a lot of people that I used to know, like that I used to go to church with. They're older than me, but they started coming back to work, and so all of a sudden it went from a place where there were very few Christians to now there's always at least one.
That's awesome.
And it's been so good. Like it used to go from like. I don't want to be there. Like I'm tired of the way that some of those people act. To now it's like I'm looking forward to those other people. It's like they come in and I'm really just like, oh, this is gonna be a good day.
Exactly. Yeah. I think both of us have, for the first time in a long time, been put in a scenario where we were with a lot of non-believers.
Yeah.
For me with Young Actors and you with your work and several other things too. Like especially places like you with your college and me with other things I've did that people say they're Christians, but they're really not.
Right.
That's a hard thing too. Mm. So I think both of us are learning how to navigate. As people who were both homeschooled and both pastors' kids, we were in a lot of communities that were all Christians. Mm-hmm. And so now going outside of that is really, it's a really good experience, but it's kind of insane. Because you're being hit with the world so hard. And I think that is a very, very important thing as Christians, that we are around non-believers, because that's part of our purpose on this world is to share the gospel with non-believers. So we need to know how to be able to do that.
Because it's like not to cut you off, but it's like we talked about, was it episode 3, the being the light of the world and putting your light under a basket, and how it's not just like trying to hide your light from others, but if you're only staying with other Christians, you're not going out. That's basically the same thing. Right. You're fencing it off. Like it's the same thing.
Yeah. It's been crazy for both of us, I know, but that's a really, really great thing to know how to do and be able to as silly as it sounds, be able to work with non-believers because we need to know how to share the gospel.
Yep.
And so, yeah, that's a really great opportunity we've both had recently.
Yep.
Okay. These are like the in-betweens where we would cut and then like come back.
Yeah.
Now that's not cut, so you are seeing the raw footage right now.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna see me as I take a sip of my drink awkwardly,
Exactly.
just staring into the camera. Can we cut that?
No, we can't cut that out. We can't cut it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Okay. How much time do we have? Oh, we have less than 10 minutes. We're
Oh, so
halfway
we're
through.
halfway through.
We're halfway through.
Halfway there.
Minecraft movie came out.
Oh, the Minecraft movie did come out. That was crazy.
You saw it?
I
haven't
saw
seen
it.
yet. You got the Minecraft film?
I did, yeah. Actually, we went before the Minecraft movie to get it.
Good?
Well, I don't like McDonald's. Not gonna lie.
The fries?
The fries were okay. McDonald's fries are okay when they're fresh and hot.
They're
like
good when they're fresh and hot.
These were not, and it was so gross. But they had this is so funny. They have a special nether sauce. That I'm not gonna lie, that sauce was really good. It was I don't know if you would have liked it.
Hot?
It was spicy.
That's
it
crazy.
Was so good though.
Crazy.
I was like, ooh, this is a good sauce, but it was funny because then you've got the kids meals that come with little actual Minecraft movie figures, but then the adult ones come with here's Grimace as a Minecraft character, here's the Hamburglar as a Minecraft character. It's so funny, and then you get them as a skin in Minecraft.
Yeah. That's why I hear people are wanting all those. They're go ahead and get the Minecraft deal several times just because they want all those games. So,
which is insane because it's $12-13.
I know they're making bank on that, bro. Yeah,
sure.
McDonald's is coming back.
Mm-hmm. Which can we? So Minecraft movie, it's already made in its first week well over $300 million.
Isn't that insane?
Mm-hmm. And then we've got that other movie, that other live action remake that came out a few weeks ago.
Wait, which one?
Snow White. White.
Oh, that's crazy.
And that's no, it's fine. And it's lost a lot of money.
Oh yeah, that was.
Crazy. I think they're projected to lose a couple $1 billion on it. They're now cutting. Disney has decided they're not going to make any more live action movies remakes.
Yeah, because they were about to do Tangled. And then they were
which would have been cool. That one
would have been cool.
That one I would have watched, even though I don't really like princess movies. Rapunzel, Tangled, that is one of my favorites.
You know what I do like? Princess and the Frog. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good.
But see, I'm also biased because I did a Tangled play at Yacht.
Oh, did you? Mm-hmm. Really? Who were you?
I can't remember I was one of the Vikings.
Oh, solid. Yeah. So, who's your favorite Disney princess? That's the question.
I don't know. Princess Leia. I don't know. I don't know. I do really like Brave, so Merida. I like that.
Never seen that.
Not seen that one?
On that same path, I've never played Minecraft. I forgot to mention that. I've never played Minecraft in my entire life. And people try to get me to it, I never will. Probably ever.
Wow.
So, yeah. But mine's definitely Tiana. It's definitely top, and then Cinderella. I've always loved Cinderella for some reason. When I was little, we did the thing at Disney, and you could. I guess I was 5. I guess you could walk behind other princesses and around this restaurant. You know that thing. And apparently, every time I go back with a different princess, and I'd always walk over to where Cinderella was and get in her line every time. So when I was that young, I love Cinderella. I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
What? Yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do we 6 minutes. Yes. Okay. Driving. I've been driving before.
Yep.
I'm going driving right after this.
Yep.
I'm enjoying that. Yep. Get my license going up.
Bro's becoming Lightning McQueen.
Hey, yes, sir. I really want I want to get a sports car really bad. I don't know what yet. A Dodge Challenger. I would love a Dodge Challenger. But I also love bright red, the Lightning McQueen red on cars.
So a Mustang.
I love bro. Something like that. I don't know. I like a Camaro or something. Bro, I love that. It's great. Yeah. One day I'm going to get a really, really fast car. and it's gonna be awesome. And I won't be able to drive it fast, but I'm still gonna love that thing.
Yeah, the real choice is a Jeep where you can take off the roof and the doors and just drive down the beach.
Is
with
that what you want?
Yeah, that'd be so
Bro.
good. And not even necessarily like a bright color, like maybe like a darkish green or orange. Like yeah. Or even a blue, maybe a lightish blue.
You like a deep purple? I like that
Maybe.
too.
I don't know on a Jeep, but
Maybe not on a Jeep.
I could see that on like a Dodge Charger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Beach. You just said beach. Like summer's coming up, dude.
Yeah, that's where I'm going on my trip. Is to the beach.
Really? Oh, because y'all go to Destin. Am I allowed to say that? I was gonna say that earlier. That I was like, am I allowed to? Say that? Okay. No. Have you dropped where you work ever?
No.
You never go to?
We can. I mean, hang on. Should I?
We need to do a big reveal.
All right, drum roll. Take your guesses.
Wait. I need everyone to comment down below.
No cheating.
You have 20 seconds. 20, 19, 18,
we're going to get copy struck for that. Don't do that.
Wait.
12, 11, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's right. Chick-fil-A.
Hey!
Yeah.
I didn't know if you just did one.
I just haven't said, and then I just realized I also dropped that I work like 2 miles from. Yeah, it's fine.
You did, so they'll know.
Yeah, they'll just show up one day and be like, yeah, no.
Two bros going on podcast. I love that podcast.
All 5 people that we know personally
that watch it exactly. Hey, if you're watching this, thank you. And maybe you could get on here someday.
Maybe
just email us about it, and we can maybe find a time that you can be a guest on the podcast. We'll see.
Yep. Should we talk about that?
That we haven't got a guest yet. We were going to,
and then things happened.
And said person got sick, and then we couldn't do it.
So not next week, but hopefully the week after.
The week after, probably. So
and then we're gonna try, and after that, we're gonna try, and I think almost every week try and have someone, right? Or at least for a little while, because we've got a couple people planned.
Probably, yeah, we'll probably have. Because we have some people this summer that we've already got lined up. So should we drop those yet or no?
If you want, we can drop a goal.
We are having next on the podcast
for the first
ever guest, the great, amazing man of God. This guy, I want to say really quick before I say his name. Every time I talk to him, he leads me back to God somehow, and every time he's an amazing dude, and you can tell that he's truly serious about his walk with God, and that everything he does, he's trying to be more like Jesus. So, drum roll, please. Sydney Horton.
Yes, sir.
They just went crazy.
They're screaming right now. Like, I know him.
I know Sydney. Yeah, and then this summer, my sister Madeline, and there's this guy at her college, Landon, who we're probably gonna get on at some point. And any of you that are watching, you too can be on the Two Bruvs One God podcast. So just email us or DM us on Instagram or
slip a 20. No, just kidding.
Exactly. Pay us to come be on our podcast.
For sure.
Exactly. Because we will let you on if you give us like minimum of $50.
Whoa.
Yes. So yeah, for each.
Oh, whoa! Yeah, each. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Per person that's on here. Like if you're a group of 4,
it's going up. Also, my band, The Walk. We're gonna get on here eventually. That's gonna be a crazy one. There's probably gonna be some live music involved. So
some games we've already planned. Ideas.
Oh yeah, get ready for that. That one's gonna be a crazy episode.
It's probably gonna be like 2 hours.
And also, at some point, it probably will be. And then at some point.
Hey guys, post-production Caleb here. We realized that this episode was, unplanned. Well, part of that unplanned was the microphones died with 1 minute remaining. They just died and we didn't realize it. So right now you're watching as we just yap for a minute. Like, we don't really say anything important here. We're talking about potentially having a live episode one time. I think Murphy right now is saying something. He's probably saying something goofy, and I'm just nodding. I'm like, yep, totally gonna do that. No, I'm kidding. Oh, now he's looking. He's saying we have 25 seconds left. I think something like that. He's like, so we're just gonna end it. So yeah, we're standing up. we're like, this has been the Two Bros, One God podcast, and then we just awkwardly walk off. I realized we never said who we were, so this is us saying goodbye again, and then 3, 2, and 1, goodbye.